in light of the fact that Medieval Times Restaurant in New Jersey just formed a union. That's right. Medieval Times had to form a union. The serfs rose up, you guys, is what happened. They were like, this is not going to be medieval times no longer. We're going to at least get into like the 1930s or something. They formed a union, and it's so funny. And the only thing I know medieval times from is Cable Guy, which is like one of my favorite movies. And now I want to rewatch it. Weird?
Yeah, weird that that's one of your favorite movies.
No, it's so good. It's like a cult classic. It's like you watch it first and you're like, this is weird. Is that really Jim Carrey? Why is it a dark comedy? Then you realize Ben Stiller's kind of a genius when he directs stuff, but like when he acts and stuff, I'm not as big into it. The point is this: haven't you seen Severance? Okay, that's a different discussion. We're imagining the next niche union drive that we want to see. Here it is, people. What sector of society do you want to see unionized in this country? Again, union efforts are up like 400% this year, something insane. Like the number of petitions have never been seen in decades. It's a good time.
It's 56%.
Whatever, 56, 400. I don't do numbers. This is America's next niche union drive. I haven't quite given this enough thought, but I'm just going to go out on a limb and say, can we get some kind of comedians union, for the love of God, so we can all pool our drink tickets and talk about the one time that we got paid in Monopoly. At one time I got paid in Monopoly money, like Safeway Monopoly money, where if you like save up enough coupons, it was like 50% off YoPlay. And I was like, well, today I quit. It's so bad. No, but like obviously comedians need a fucking union. There's no union, and it is antithetical to the way that that industry runs, which is on personal favors, fame, who you know, the hang. Also being fairly talented helps, but not always. Sometimes just like befriending the gatekeeper douchebag and shielding them from any kind of Me Too allegations that you know are real, shielding your famous comedian friends from those same allegations. You guys know the score. Anywho, that's what I want. I want a comics union. And so we can all be like, I demand at least $25 from this bar show. Mostly I just want healthcare. That's why I do want comedians for single payer. And I will start that at some point.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, there are some unions that are comedian adjacent, like the Writers Guild and the SAG-AFTRA. And, you know, conceivably there's stuff that could be done to build them more into, but like that's still a long way away from getting, you know, getting the, you know, the funny bone of Omaha under the master contract.
No, it's not good. Rooster T. Feathers, which I think it went under.
Did it? Oh, that'd be so great.
I don't. This is a club. This is a comedy club in San Jose. Everybody.
It's
not really South Bay.
It's in Silicon Valley, but for like a weird demographic of Silicon Valley.
Don't shit on Rooster T. Feathers, dude. All right, I was crushing it before the pandemic.
Oh, really?
We don't have to talk about.
I did a bunch of weeks there, and then she'd always be like, "Yeah, we just don't. Political comedy's not right for us." And then I would be like, "I just did well. What are you talking about?"
Oh God!
It always felt like you were performing for like you know, fucking anesthesiologists at Kaiser and their plumbers. It was like this weird demographic audience.
That is exactly what that audience is. I can't. This conversation is for like 5 people if you know the club we're talking about. But anyway, Nato,
and still in year of our Lord 2019 or whatever, the walk-on music at Rooster T. Feathers was Pink, Let's Get This Party Started.
God.
5 million years ago.
That's isn't that I'm Coming Up? Or no, isn't Party Started as Black Eyed Peas, or is that still
It was the pink song. I don't know what it's called. I'm
okay?
coming up. We're gonna get this party started.
Yes,
You know
yes.
the one.
Oh, of course I know the one. No, no, no. We don't have, and then they would cue the lights. The point is,
Yeah.
no, and the WGA and SAG, yeah, like that's great. I wish I were in them. I'm SAG eligible. Hello, you could book me. But I do think like one of the other, I as a journalist online, like the one place that, for example, the WGA's had a tough time is like actually organizing people who are online writers and anyone who does any kind of online content, even if it is like scripted stuff. That is, it's just fallen by the wayside, and I don't know the ins and outs of like why, but it's a huge number of workers that could be paying dues. So anyway,
Did you actually? I mean, there's an interesting lawsuit happening now in the entertainment industry that is related to this about Love Is Blind. You know what I'm talking about?
no,
So, so obviously, like reality television is
yeah.
like mostly non-union, and then people go on and debase themselves for the opportunity to win a thing.
Mhm.
And basically, a
You mean the
contest
talent or the writers?
the
Sorry, as a
like
contestant. Keep going.
the contestants.
Yeah.
And so somebody who was on Love Is Blind, some reality show, sued the company saying that the production violated the California labor code because they weren't paid minimum wage or like given overtime or meal breaks or whatever according to the labor code
Yeah.
for so it just like it would potentially have huge repercussions across the industry if people who would go on shows as contestants had to be paid as workers. And I think there's an argument that the legal basis, I can see the legal claim there. It makes sense
Of
to me.
course. Of course. You are talent. Even if you are like, but NATO, love. You can't buy love.
I've heard that.
All right. What's the niche sector you want to see unionized?
The niche sector that I want to see unionized is like old Asian waiters who yell at you. Um, do you know like in every town there's some like some restaurant where there's like at it like some like venerable Chinese or Thai restaurant where
Yeah.
what they're famous for is that the waiter will yell at you
You mean
and
House
you
of Nanking in Chinatown, San
House in
Francisco?
Nanking in Chinatown. There was a place I was in Portland recently, and there was a Thai restaurant that I went to there, and the guy would be like, yell at me and be like, you know, you need to eat it spicier. We're gonna burn your asshole out. Like, um, those guys need a union.
That does, yeah, those guys definitely yeah, exactly. Um they need some
Yeah,
worker protections.
yeah. The guy at House in Nanking who was like, you know, no, you don't like chicken, you like pork.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah, I know
sir.
what you want. I know what you want. You're like, I guess so. And then you're like in the middle of your meal and they're like, oh, are you done? Can you go? Can
Yeah,
we go now? I'm like, I'm
I'm
literally
still
just got
eating.
my food. I love that. I mean, yes, I think that would be a tough uphill battle. I feel like culturally, I'm like as someone who's Chinese, I feel like workers' rights not really high on the priority list there. It's like yeah, work hard, make your family proud, but no workers' right, no time off, um, no minimum wage. But anywho, I like that. I think that's important. Then they might be just like nicer, but then you'll miss it. You'll miss getting berated.
No, then they get to then more people. It doesn't just get to have to be the old guy, but like the young woman at the Chinese restaurant gets to find her voice in yelling at you because she's protected now.
There's more space for more
Yeah,
people to yell,
yeah,
and no one's
for
worried about losing their
for
job.
more verbal abuse.
Yeah.
That's right.
Fuck, dude, that reminds me of this. Anyway, someone shot a Chinese delivery food driver, like a dude who worked as this Chinese restaurant that he would order at all the time. He didn't get enough. Get this, like duck sauce, and he kept complaining about it multiple weeks after ordering from this place. and then finally shot and killed the delivery driver because he was so mad at him. Guys,
Wow.
go to therapy. You're fucking duck sauce, you and your like racist ass. How can you be like that mad at someone who's giving you yummy ass Chinese food because you won't shell out another 50 cents for some more duck sauce? That shit is expensive. I was like, this is me gonna be being an asshole, but that is like the craziest fat guy crime I've ever heard about.
Is duck sauce a thing?
Yeah. Like oyster sauce. I think it's like
Okay.
similar to oyster sauce.
All right.
It might just be oyster sauce, a different word for it. Anyway.
It sounds to me like something where like, it's some like white people shit that they say
No. Oh, it might be. I don't know actually.
because they don't want to tell white people what the real thing is.
Oh yeah, word. The point is, I'm gonna create a true crime series about fat guy crimes, and this is one of them.
Fat guy crimes.
What's going on, Frantifa? If you haven't already, subscribe to this channel right now. Hit that button. And also, you can become a patron and support the show every single week. Get access to bonus episodes and exclusive merchandise. Patreon.com/bitchuation room. Do it.